Hello, this is Azanar coming back at you with another episode of Roman Restoration. In the last episode, we've been sieging down Serbia, raiding, rather, gaining ourselves some money. And as well, we've been building up our provinces and bumping up our kingdom power. We're a couple hundred away from the last one here. Can we build anything in our provinces here? We can get a tax collector. I actually would really like to start that. I'm not going to worry about our capital. It's very advanced. There's no need to. We're going to have Andronicus and Alexius continue sieging down the territory. Raiding, rather. I keep saying sieging. I mean raiding. Serbia here apparently is going to sit and take this, although you never know what may happen in the future. Ah, Golden Horde. Good buddy. I've thought about it, and I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to offer the Golden Horde a pact of non-aggression right now, and I'm going to see. I'm going to tell them never mind for now. I want to look here. Yes. I had a feeling Irini, our second prince, is actually much better than his brother Marcus. Economy for me is the stat I care about most, but his pips in the others are so much more. It's 3 more overall pips that I have to take that. I'm going to offer a royal wedding to the Golden Horde, and I want Marcus to marry their princess. The Golden Horde wants an alliance, and I think that's fantastic because I want that anyway. Now, because we've married into their family, if their leader dies, we may be able to claim land for him, but we're not going to do that. The Golden Horde is a fantastic prospective ally. They're north of our territory. They, at the moment, don't hold anything, although, you know, they may at some point. We're actually very quickly going to want to try to get in to Genoa and Georgia here and to deal with that. Oh, interesting. Boric is coming to Macedonia. How cute. I'm going to send Alexius north, and we're just going to deal with this. His army is so minuscule, there's no possible way he can even defend himself.
The Pope has called for a crusade.
Crusade? Oh, the Pope is calling for a crusade against the Algerians. That's fun. Fishmonger's done in Saloon. Oh yes, Kingdom Power. Awesome. Our Kingdom Power is now maxed out. Gonna take that tax collector. And I'm going to keep raiding. I want to keep raiding in Serbia at the very least until Andronicus can take a point of dread. The leadership dread combo is actually very important to the way I play the game. The 6 pip differential in morale, if you can get both of those skills maxed out, is it's practically undefendable.
Yes.
The enemy will never be able to match morale for you. As well, I'm going to look around. The next time Alexius here gets a skill, I'm going to look around at something. I've been off-screen experimenting with the game, and I've noticed that without engineering, you can take a unit for siege called Ladderman. Now, I've never put any stock in Ladderman, but after experimenting off-screen, I've noticed that you can actually invade and take walled cities with Ladderman. In a way, this means you can still take engineering if you want better siege weapons. Battering rams are good for assaulting cities, but ballistas and trebuchet, which you can get with higher engineering levels, are very good for open battles, especially the ballista. But what I'm going to experiment with in this game here is seeing about taking a different skill. One skill I've taken a number of times, a long time ago, was a skill that allows you to disembark or build boats at any point along a sea tile. Essentially, it means that you don't need ports in order to hit the ocean. I could take that one, but I'm going to look for something else to take first. If I can't find anything I like, then I probably will take that. Now, while we continue raiding here, I'm going to start upgrading buildings. I'm going to upgrade to hostile in Nicaea. We're going to increase our worker count, and I think it's going to be by quite a bit if I'm right. We have 1, 2, 3 villages in Nicaea providing us with workers. Since it's +2 per village, it's going to give us 6 extra workers in Nicaea. It's very, very good. At the same time, I'm going to upgrade hostile in our capital. Although our capital is so high developed, we don't have a lot of workers in it. In fact, hostile's only going to give us 2 more workers. We have tons of piety and food coming out of here, but almost no workers. Luckily, our capital is so developed that it's not a big loss. Gonna send Andronicus to the monastery here. That hopefully will be enough to get him the level of dread, but maybe not. Ooh, Boric's coming down here. There's a lot of population in Macedonia. He actually may be able to recruit a sizable army here, but I'm not going to worry about him at the moment. Yeah, for some reason, he's just going to stand outside the settlement. Oh, well. Alexios here is very quickly going to be done this raid, and then I'm going to move him towards Andronicus. Yeah, Boric is heavily supplementing his army right now. This may turn out to be a problem. Oh, Poland? Oh, Poland. You funny Poles, you. Sorry. In a lot of games I play, Poland's always, I always end up at war with Poland somehow. I don't know. Okay, we're going to look here. These are all experience. I'm not really interested in that. Ballistics, damage by siege weaponry and arrows up. This is actually a really good combo with engineering, but I don't need that. Conqueror, army morale. Oh, that's funny. Ah, yes, it's Admiral. Ability to build ships. Your attack bonus of 25% in the water, morale up by 2. It's quite good. Enforcer, plunder and loot. Tactics. Ability to fortify camp. Oh, sweet. What is this? The Algerians. Oh, you might remember we kind of signed a royal marriage with Algeria in the first episode by accident. They want us to fight Genoa. I think that's fantastic. I actually really like that. Night Squad attack bonus, stamina. They use less stamina in battles. Interesting. Squad movement. I could take Conqueror to increase the morale differential, but I don't think I need to. I'm actually going to take Endurance.
I want to raid.
We're on our way.
And to break relations, Tuscany. No. Okay, Serbia, are you ready to be done? Because I'm very much ready to be done. Good, we're both ready to be done. I'm going to move Alexius and Andronicus towards Saloon here. We're going to refit ourselves, and we're going to head out for Genoa. Or, I mean, Crimea. And you can see here, Algeria is taking Corsica. Genoa starts off the game with Corsica. Genoa, obviously. They also start with the Crimea here. Actually, a bit of a historical peculiarity. I'm not exactly sure why they held this territory. But, you know, whatever. We're going to want to take that territory. Going to build a hostel in Saloon here.
Infidels beware.
It's going to be an increase of 4 workers overall. It's actually quite good. Ooh, Marshal Anselm from Cyprus is going to lead a crusade against the Algerians. That's exciting. Very exciting. You can tell how much I care. See, crusades are fun when you get called to be on the Crusaders. Now, we're not going to. Go to Kingdom Wealth. You'll notice, look at this here. 10%. The tithe is 10% from Orthodox. It's not as much as a Catholic. Which is fine. To be honest, we don't need the money. We'll find tons of ways to make money in the game. We're not going to need a huge religious handout for it. But because we're Orthodox, we're not going to get those calls to crusade. At some point, I may play a game where I play as a certain country. You know, I sort of build myself up, and you know, the point of the game may be to get called on crusade and see where it takes us, or something like that. You know, maybe conquer all of the British Isles. You know, which is it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 provinces. It's quite a bit, and okay, oh, we get called on crusade. Be very close with the papacy. Get called on crusade a lot. And every time you do, it's very important to defend and,
Political view.
Actually, I might want to do that as somebody over here. Yeah, maybe do a Spanish game where I conquer, do a reconquista, and then, get called on, wait to get called on crusade or something.
Yes, my lord. Back to the
I don't know, just musing. Crusades are fun, because if a crusading army takes a settlement, what happens is, if that settlement is part of Europe, it'll be a rebirth of that country. So, for example, if the Mamluks were to conquer France, it would be a rebirth of that country. The country of Burgundy would be alive, and the Marshal, but your Marshal would become the king of that country. If it's in further territory, Crusader states will be formed. It's actually quite interesting. Now you'll see that the Crimean city is walled, so we're going to want to stop our guys off in Constantinople here. We have a siege workshop here, so we can take Latterman. We're going to need that in order to force the city. Holy moly, do we have money. I'm not particularly sure where our money is coming in so fast. I'm not complaining. I never complain about money, but what I'm going to want to do then, actually, with that money, I'm going to give some to our allies in the Golden Horde here. 3,200, not a huge amount. Oh, yeah, he likes that. He's grateful and greedy. He loves money, and he's grateful to get it. That's going to improve our relations quite a bit. And hopefully that will help him deal with some of the rebellion problems he has here. Now, he seems to be moving into Georgia.
Yes, my lord.
Oh, that's annoying. We need that territory for our empire at some point. We may have to do a late ally backstab. I really don't want to. But if it's if we have to do it late game, we can do it. Or we can even do it earlier. We can judge when we can afford to lose the kingdom power. One thing you can do, a little squirrely, but if you, for example, if your ally, allies conflict, and let's say your ally all of a sudden hates you, they absolutely hate you, and they declare war on you, what you can do is thoroughly trounce your ally, just destroy them, and then after you're done destroying them, give them back, what? Holy moly, give them back give them back all the territory that's theirs. And after you've given them their territory back, you'll be united again. They'll love you, and you'll easily be able to re-up your alliance like it never even happened. I may have to do something like that with the Golden Horde. Possibly break all relations, take a huge hit to kingdom power, and then invade them, take the provinces I want, take 3 or 4 more, and then, peace out, give them back all the land that I don't want, and then we'll be allies again. I may have to do something like that. Or I could wait until the late game and do so. But, not going to worry about that right now. The Genoans are actually being a little ballsy here. I like this. The enemy has decided to attack me. I find it interesting they have troops over here. Who are they all at war with? Yeah, they are at war with Algeria, and for some reason, instead of defending their capital and using their resources for that, they're using their resources out here. Well, it's fine with me. I'm not going to complain. Gonna upgrade to docks from Fishmonger. I think that's useful. Ooh.
Who is your master?
4 ships.
Now, we're going to reboard our ships here. Ah, that's Point of Dread I wanted for Andronicus. There we go. Holding this Marshal prisoner is going to mean that Genoa is not going to be able to get a replacement. Actually, do I want that? To be honest, I don't really care what happens to Genoa out there. Oh! You'll see that Anselm and his crusading army were victorious. They now hold Corsica. He is the ruler of Corsica. He's pacifist. He's expansionist, and he's arrogant. And you'll see that there are lines through his country. Any crusader state that is formed from a marshal of yours will be your vassal. Now, crusading is not a particularly easy thing to do, because once you say, okay, my marshal will go on crusade, your marshal goes on crusade, but you have no control over that army whatsoever. What I generally do is, if I'm at a point where I have very strong armies, you know, with fully upgraded troops and tons of skills, I'll send one of my armies along with them to sort of babysit them. To jump into any battles that they get into, to be, you know, a second army, you know, I do things like that. You can generally have your crusading armies victorious if you really manage and babysit them. It's actually not particularly difficult, but it's not like, okay, we're going to go on crusade and we're going to use our own armies for it. No, your army that goes on crusade doesn't belong to you anymore. However, you know, once they take a territory, you know, for example, take Corsica, you can, you know, help take more territory for them. You can pump a ton of money into them, which is something I like to do. Generally, at a point when I'm getting called on crusade, I make obscene amounts of money, like 1,000 per tick, and I'm just drowning in gold. So you just give money, you know, you pump 20,000 gold at a time, you know, oh, here to my vassal, here to my crusading vassal, 30,000 into my ally, and you just rinse and repeat every minute. It's fantastic. It's actually a much easier way to manage the game than doing things yourself. Get yourself some allies, get yourself some vassals, and just pump a ton of money into them. You want to be careful that your vassals, at the very least, don't become too powerful. Your allies, that's great, unless they turn on you. Your vassals, if they become too powerful, even if they love you, even if they think that you are God on earth, if your vassal gets too powerful, they'll declare independence. Oh, cool. The Pope, Marshal Barrow from Austria, is going to go on crusade against the Mamluks. That's very exciting. Well, the Algerians are sending an army to Corsica. I don't think he's very happy about that. Now, what I'm looking at doing here, we're going to take Crimea here, and then we're going to see, what do we want to do? Athens is at war with the Mamluks. I don't like that. That province could very easily get taken, and then, hey, look, now we have to fight the Mamluks. And we don't want to fight the Mamluks. The Mamluks are jerks. We have a ton of money here. I'm going to take town authority here. Just to get this out of the way, because I very quickly want to drop into another war. I'm going to have our armies make a pit stop in Solun, and then we're going to march down, and we're going to assault Athens, just to prevent it being taken. After this, I'm going to probably look at invading all three of Trnovo, Dobruja, and Wallachia. Not Moldavia. Moldavia is not part of Rome. But I want to take these. They're very weak. You know, they're one province minors, probably decent territories, and we want to prevent Hungary from getting involved. You don't want the Hungarians coming in and sweeping something out from under our feet. Now, we've upgraded our hostel. We're at 9 workers. I'm going to build this church. We need, desperately, to build churches. Why? We want to get as many books as possible. Now, the reason for that is to get into cleric, upgrade our cleric, and then begin adopting populations. Towards that effect, I'm going to take the cleric now and put him in Thrace. We can't upgrade him yet, but the reason for doing this is he'll provide a book every tick. It's not a bad idea to have that happening already.
What is your
We're going to send our armies towards Solun. Is there anything we can build? Oh, sweet. Crimea. Yes, we can build in Crimea. Now, Crimea here is Catholic, so it's going to cause us some issues, but we're not going to worry about that too much. Base buildings. I'm going to take a quarry here before we take the hostile. Quarry will be built quicker, and we'll get that worker. Ooh, fun. Mecklenburg conquered Saxony. England's fighting France. Castile's fighting Granada. Germany lost the war with Mecklenburg? Whoa, they said. Mecklenburg. Oh, look at this. Mecklenburg and Gelre are both very powerful right now. Ah, Brandenburg. I guarantee you at some point, going to play a game as Brandenburg. I'm not sure what yet. I'll figure it out.
My lead.
Personally, I will say this, ethnically German and a lover of history. I absolutely love Prussia, or Brandenburg as it was before as a nation or a country. Favorite historical figure is definitely Frederick the Great, so, you know, definitely going to want to play a game as Brandenburg at some point.
What is your command?
Especially since Brandenburg starts as a one-province minor in the middle of the quagmire that is Germany. And I love starting as a one-province minor. It's so much funner. Our armies have made landfall. And we're going to retrofit and make sure these armies are good to go. But we will finish doing that in the next episode. This is Azanar signing off. If you like this video, throw me a like. If you really enjoyed it, consider subscribing to my channel. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.